Today on Co-op for Two, a quick spoiler-free review of Missing in the Caribbean. Is this new cold case game series any good? Let's find out. Some basic facts first. This will cost you about $32 currently on Amazon in July 2024. A little bit higher than most of the cold case games we see. It is a one-time playthrough, but it's easy to pass along, nothing gets destroyed. It's part of a French series. There are actually 4 games in French. This is the first one translated into English. Seems like they're maybe testing the waters here, and we'll see if it's an effort that has paid off. There is an occasional internet component here where you sort of unlock things to progress to the next stage, and where you check your answers and get the solution, and where you can get hints. You can watch our full playthrough here on YouTube. It takes us about 5 hours. It won't take you that long. Maybe it'll take you 2 hours to play. So this is a classic cold case game, meaning it's not puzzles, it's deduction. You'll read an introduction, examine a whole bunch of documents, most of which are available to you all right up front, and then you'll try to answer questions at the end. It's a very high production quality whole experience. You can see it's packaged in this box. It's very unusual. Most of these cold case games come in like a disposable envelope. It's a little bit overproduced, this box. But if we take a look at the components, I'm not going to show you anything that you wouldn't see the moment you open the box, and we're going to go through it quickly, but you can always use timestamps to jump around. You'll see everything is very polished here, very well done and thought through and clean, looking like it went through the process of a serious editor. So a little bit of introduction about how things are locked away and come out in stages. You get told what questions you're going to try to answer right up front. So at the end of the case, you have to have answers for these things. And then we've got some of the documents here. A very well, seriously produced brochure of this cruise liner, which is where you'll spend your time, where everything happened. But you can see it's very well produced. It feels like the real thing. Then we've got some text messages from various people, fairly classic. But then look at this beautiful large map of the ship. I mean, some serious work went into creating the documents for this game, and it absolutely pays off. They are absolutely used. This dense information is not just throwaway stuff. It's all very well done. There's a document here that we could do without. Actually, it's just sort of for what you could keep your notes on, but it does seem to leak a little information. I would advise not even playing with that. And then we've got a bunch of envelopes with additional evidence that comes out as you progress through the case, and the internet will guide you what to open and when. So there you have it. Very high production, unusually high production. And it's not a gimmick. It's all useful information. We really enjoyed Missing in the Caribbean. It's a fun setting. It's a fun story. It's very well written. There's a little bit of everything here. There's some cipher. There's some fingerprints. There's some emails. They are all done very well. There's a generous amount of subtle little details in various places, not just once, but several times. This game does reward serious study, and that's the kind of games that I like the most in this genre. So you really are well advised to take this game seriously and look for little hidden clues. It does require a sort of comprehensive understanding of what's going on and all of the details. There's not one little aha tiny little thing you notice that breaks the case wide open. It's sort of solved by a continuous progression and seeing everything. The online parts, the solving and unlocking and hints are all very well done. It's sort of a bespoke website that works well. The hint system and ending explanation for everything is unusually thorough and comprehensive. If you're worried that you're going to need hints, occasionally we'll play a game of this type where there's one click and it reveals everything, or there's even no hints. This one has a whole ladder of hints for every stage of the game. Great for people who like to use an occasional hint to nudge them along. If I had any criticisms here, it would be that maybe the pacing is a little odd in that the beginning stages of the case feel like they're almost automatic. There's not that much deduction going on before it unlocks. And then it's only at the end that things really start to get meaty and really require some serious focus. Maybe it's a little on the easy side for experienced groups. I think you'll still have fun with this one. And there's still plenty to sink your teeth into, but boy, would I love to see them do a harder case. This one's actually rated at 3 of 5, so I'd love to see a 5-level case from this company. Bottom line is, I really hope they do end up translating the rest of the games in this box and keep making more. For me, the added price is worth it, and I would recommend it.